There's a difference between a revival and an awakening. We're in a revival right now, but that doesn't necessarily lead to anything except, I got to relearn those principles. But that doesn't mean you apply them in your life, okay? That's an awakening. There's been two great awakenings in American history. One brought us the American Revolution. The second one brought us the Civil War and the freedom of slaves. We have a possibility of going into a third great awakening, and that's the only thing that will save us. But if you don't know the difference between a revival and awakening, let me give you the negative print of a godly awakening. Our kids right now, they don't have any purpose. They don't have any meaning. They look at everything and it's not real. None of it's real. It's money, it's fame, it's ever-changing truths and definitions, and they have no purpose in their life, okay? So they're looking for that because man has to have purpose in his life. Man has to search for meaning. So they're searching for meaning, and they found a group of people that actually mean something, and they're willing to die for it, and it's ISIS. And so they're like, you know what? At least these people believe in something. They believe it, and they're willing to die for it. I'm going to stand with them. And they put that twisted understanding into action. That's an awakening. It's just an awakening to the dark side. And that one's already happening. It has to happen on the good side. And let me speak directly to young men. Look, you are inheriting a very loud, angry, cynical, and worst of all, spiritually starving and malnourished society. And you are being sold a future of cheap pleasures and hollow heroes and screens with blue light that just rob you of your strength, one distracted second after another. And in the middle of all that noise, may I just give you one piece of instruction. If there is anything virtuous, lovely, of good report, or praiseworthy, seek those things. Don't admire them. Don't nod at them. Seek them. Hunt them. Chase them. Build your life around those things. A man who will do that, a boy, a young man who will do that, will become different, noticeably different. He will stop letting the culture feed him garbage. He stops applauding the trivial. He stops laughing at the obscene or cheering for the cruel. He will become a curator of real lasting beauty in an age that has forgotten what beauty even looks like. When other men are chasing down or holding up cynicism, this man holds up hope. When everyone around him is chasing dopamine, he chooses discipline. When others will blame their circumstance, he'll take responsibility for his own action. When the world worships the shallow, he goes and searches for the deep. You want to know what the secret of becoming strong is, or becoming trusted, or becoming the kind of man that your future wife, your future children, your future nation can depend on? Here it is. You become what you seek. If you seek trash, you become trash. You seek virtue, you become a man of virtue. You seek excellence, and your life will begin to shine not loudly, but steadily, like the steel glow of a blade being forged. That's who you'll be. The world has a plentiful, seemingly never-ending supply of angry boys. We don't need any more addicted boys. We don't need any more distracted boys. The world needs men, whole men, clear-eyed men. Men whose souls are anchored to something higher than the algorithms trying to own them. Build a life worthy of admiration. Forget about the applause. Fill your mind with words that make you wiser. Fill your days with work, hard work that makes you stronger. Fill your home with beauty that lifts every soul who walks into it. Have your home a place where people walk in and go, man, it is so great here. I just love it here. I don't know what it is about your house. I just love it. It's the spirit that's there. because you built it. You protect it. Protect your integrity like a watchman on the wall. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Don't steal. And when you fail, and you will, stand back up again. Because a man who seeks the virtuous is not a man who never fails. He just becomes a man who refuses to stay on the ground. If you seek things that are lovely and pure, trustworthy, praiseworthy, you become a kind of man this age almost never produces. A man whose very existence is a rebuke to the darkness. That's your calling. That's why you were born. Not to be lost. Not to play video games. Not to give up. Not to say there is no hope. Not to end up in the trash bin of human history because you've taken so many drugs, you can't stand up straight anymore. You're not destined to be alone. You are destined for great things. You are destined to find an amazing woman. Believe me, I didn't think I would ever find an amazing woman because I didn't think I was worth it. I didn't think it was worth it. And until I started understanding how God works, that, yeah, I'm not worth any of the stuff I have. When you realize it's all a gift, it's all a gift. And even if you work your brains out, you may not ever get all the things that you want. But you're going to have everything you need. Once you realize carefully selecting friends makes a difference. My mother used to always say, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. It's true. Be careful who you select as friends. Watch your language. Watch what you're putting into your brain and what's coming out of your mouth. Because the brain is so amazing. It's being turned to mush. Did you know that there is a new study that just came out? I'll tell you about it next week, maybe. New study going out. It's AI, and it has access to social media. And they have found that the AI that is scrolling through social media all day just to keep updated on everything that's going on in social media, it's getting brain mush. It's actually becoming dumber. It's becoming less effective. That's a machine. What do you think this flesh and blood, this thing is going to do? We say life is meaningless and life is the only thing that has any value. And yet we spend all of our time on things like social media, and that has absolutely no value, but we think that's life. I'm not that smart. I've just lived a long time. And I've made so many mistakes. And I decided at one point, I'm going to stop saying it's somebody else's fault. I'm going to start saying, maybe, what did I do to create that? What did I do to attract that? Why does this thing keep happening to me? Why is it I always find myself involved with the same kind of people? Because, Glenn, dummy, it's you. What you think. It's like think of yourself as a beacon. It's just, you're a beacon. You're a GPS pin that is constantly saying, here I am, here I am, here I am, here I am. Except it's transmitting more than just your location. It's transmitting what you're looking for, who you are, and it's attracting other dropped pins to you. It's saying, I like this. I think this way. I believe these things. I am afraid of these things. Whatever it is you're thinking, it's constantly putting that out and saying, here I am. Is there anything else like that? Anything else that can reinforce that? Anything else that wants to live like this? Because that's me. Here I am. Here I am. Here I am. That's why you keep finding yourself in exactly the same situations. Nothing will change if nothing changes. And the only thing that you can change is you. Seek the things that have virtue. Seek the things that have beauty in music, in art, in life, in architecture, in clothing, whatever it is. Look for real, lasting beauty and value. Find the things that are true, truly true, universally true. Find the things that uplift. Seek those things, and you will change your life and your world.